This is very on topic for today. How many cards are in a deck of Uno? More free advertisement for Uno.
Yeah, hey Uno, let's have a check here at some point, Uno. I mean, 52 is in the standard card deck, so I have a feeling it's not that, but it's going to be an even number. I'm just going to say 48.
Yeah, no, you're a little low there. It's 112 in the deck of Uno.
112?
Right.
Get the hell out of here, Uno.
I was surprised by that too.
112.
Right.
Well, maybe they've changed the rules since I was a kid. I don't know. All right, well, you get the first pick. And Uno, more free advertising. PFT Live, brought to you by Yahtzee.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to give one to a little, I'm trying to look at some love to people we haven't given it to yet. And the first one I'm going to do is Saquon is back, baby. I don't know if the G-men are back yet, but Saquon is back, and I'm buying that hype. I am. I mean, he had 3 rockets up his ass on Sunday, period. It's special when Saquon's healthy, okay? And it just, to me, I'm going to buy the fact that he's going to be a weapon throughout the year yet. We haven't talked a lot about that game over the last 2 days. I don't know how much you got to talk about it on Monday, but that was a big win, and they don't win unless Saquon Barkley breaks that, what was it, a 68-yarder down the left sideline. The game changed from that point, so I give him a lot of credit. Glad to see him back in action there.
Healthy, motivated, contract year, chip on his shoulder, rocket up his butt. I guess that's the best combination.
That is,
and,
right?
If he stays healthy, it's going to be a special year, comeback player of the year, and who knows what else for the Giants for Saquon Barkley. But if they're going to contend, they need him to keep playing like he did. I mean, look, I've talked about it.
Are you going to? I know you are. As soon as you start doing your
wishy-washy.
Of course you are.
No, but look, we've been saying all offseason he's going to be the Cooper Kupp. He's going to be the Cooper Kupp. And what happened right out of the gates? He's the Cooper Kupp. He's the
right.
Cooper Kupp of that offense. And it would be, as you said, the Packers were aware that number 18 in purple is pretty damn good. It would be nice to cover him. But I think part of it is the way they're going to move him around before the snap is not going to be easy to do.
No.
Because he's already gaining separation before the ball is even in the hands of Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, I don't understand the game plan all there that way. And, and even watching that back, they didn't move him around as much as I thought watching him. But what I want to just question is, Green Bay has 2 first-round corners. Did we draft 2 first-round corners to play zone the whole time? I don't understand that all the time. I know you can't play man-to-man every play, but I don't get that. And, yeah, he was special, and I think you're right. He's on the way to Cooper Kuppville. Here's another one I'm going to give a little love to. The Commanders' pass attack. Wentz and his weapons. I think I'm going to buy the hype that I believe they're going to have to ride his right arm in the passing game for them to win. I don't think their O-line and their running attack is going to be good enough. But Wentz, who's got a big arm, can push the ball down the field. We've seen him kick some butt in the league before with some of those weapons, those 3 receivers added to Logan Thomas at tight end. I think they're going to be a handful to cover them week in and week out.
I'll go with the Buffalo defense. I thought it was funny the other night during the game when I think Chris Collinsworth said, hey, the Bills may be providing the blueprint for slowing down the Rams offense. Yeah, as long as you can just put Von Miller on whichever team the Rams are facing.
Right.
Having him there and being able to get consistent pressure with 4, dropping 7 into coverage, keeping everything in front of you, stymieing offenses, and not letting them match what they're seeing Josh Allen and company do. That's got to make it even more frustrating. You see the Buffalo offense slice and dice, and we're not letting your offense do anything.
Right.
It's a great combination if the Bills can keep it going. All right, we'll do round 3 when we wrap up this Wednesday edition of PFT Live right after this. All right, round 3 of the Buy the Hype draft. Chris has the first pick because I did not know there are 112 cards in a deck of Uno, but I now do. Chris, what do you got?
Yep, we'll never forget it. I'm going to go with just have a little fun with that. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs will be good still without Tyreek Hill. I'm going to buy that hype somehow, some way. I am. I don't understand. I never understood that. You know, I'm being sarcastic of everybody criticizing that over this last offseason. But, yeah, the way they look, the way he looks, they're going to be fine. Guaranteed going to have a top 5 offense in football.
I asked earlier during a break whether this is good hype or bad hype before realizing it's kind of stupid to call any hype bad. It's necessarily good. But I posed that question because I think I'm buying the hype as it relates to the return of Jimmy G. I think he's going to be back. I think he's going to be playing. I think that he will help the 49ers out of whatever hole they may find themselves in. They're 9.5-point favorites against the Seahawks this weekend. That's a little surprising. I don't know that Trey Lance is up to that task, Chris, but I think we're going to see Jimmy G. I think you and I both agree on that.
Yeah, I definitely think it could happen. Seattle has defended Shanahan pretty well. That's what's scary.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.